So shout out to our next guest because the Big 3 season ends in the Queen City this weekend. There's All-Star game followed by the championship. The Dallas Power versus the Boston Ball Hogs. I love the Big 3 names. Those are they're so great. Joining us here on the program is Pro Basketball Hall of Famer, Olympian, broadcaster, Big 3 Coach of the Year back in 2018, and currently the head coach of the Dallas Power. Welcome, Nancy Lieberman. How are you doing?
I am excellent, and I cannot wait to come back to the Queen City. I love it there. I have a lot of friends there. I think there's some kids named Curry who grew up there, maybe.
Just a couple of kids named Curry. Yeah, just a couple of them.
I coached one of them in Sacramento, Seth.
Okay, yeah,
When I was
Seth.
coaching the NBA in Sacramento, Seth was with us. One of I think his first time in the NBA. Great guy.
Solid career. I think people forget how good he was at Duke.
He's really good. I used to tell him every day that he came into practice. You're playing behind Darren Collison. You're playing behind Rajon Rondo. Keep learning, but come in here as you're the best player on this team. You have to have that mindset. I didn't really have to say that to him because he was a workaholic, and I think Dell kind of gave the boys those genes.
Well, we'll start. Well, we started with the Currys, but let's transition here. Championship weekend. I know you can't wait to get back here in the Queen City. How are you feeling heading into championship weekend?
We feel good. We won the regular season. We were 7-1. We beat the defending champions, Miami 305 in Dallas Saturday. But that's all behind us. That's in our rearview mirror, and we take things individually. This is a very big game. Power has a culture. This is the fourth time we've been to the finals. We've won a championship prior. And it takes a lot of discipline and teamwork, and everybody has to, be a factor in what we do. But, look at what Greg Monroe, our captain, Moose, he's a double-double every single night. Elijah Stewart has led teams in scoring all over in every league he's played in, from Israel to Russia. Now he's going to Saudi Arabia in the offseason to play. Glenn Rice Jr., that's a household name in the basketball world. He was runner-up a year ago and has been runner-up to MVP. So I really like our team. And, the fourth player of the year, I feel like I can give you a scouting report, happens to be my son, TJ Klein. So TJ is an X factor for us because he plays different basketball than anybody else. So the Big 3 is a family affair, and we're excited to play against Gary Payton. I love him. He's a dear friend, and two of the players on his team used to play for me. So there's a lot of synergy, but at the end of the day, we're dogs. And
well, Gary Payton was a dog in his playing career. He's a dog as a coach. You said he's a dear friend, but if you're a basketball fan, Gary Payton, he loves to run his mouth, and he's super competitive. How do you keep your team focused with a guy like that who's super competitive? And oh yeah, Jeremy Pargo. I know you gave me a scouting report, but Jeremy Pargo has just been, just a scoring machine this season.
Yeah, Pargo's been medal. He's MVP this year. But let me get back to Gary Payton just to put a period on it. Glove don't play no more. Okay, so it's okay. We both Hall of Famers. We both did our thing. USA basketball in our careers. It's a players' league. Our job is to get the players ready and prepared, and then they decide probability and outcome. So Gary and I can kind of wink and growl at each other, which we will never do, by the way. But players, it's a competitive environment. There's a lot of money on the line for who wins. So everybody knows what we're playing for. I'm really very happy and impressed for Pargo because a year ago he had a knee injury. he did not play well. He really struggled because of his injuries. And now he's back. He's in great shape. Um, not many players in the league take as many fours as he does and hits them. Deshaun Stevens played for us as well. He and TJ are very close friends, and he's having his best season ever. And again, there's a lot of guys that you don't know whether it's Garland Green or Ray Nixon or Quincy Miller. These are all capable players. So we have to stay focused on us. We have to do what we do.
You mentioned the glove. Obviously, I mentioned before you're a Hall of Famer, class of '96. The glove, a Hall of Famer. You guys just inducted a new class of Hall of Famers. I mean, it's a pretty great list there. One of my favorites, Amari Stoudemire. I think one of those guys that kind of gets lost in the conversation of greatest power forwards because injuries, but also sometimes time passes and people forget. People have short memories. When you reflect on the Hall of Fame class, what sticks out about this class, and what do you remember about your own induction into the Hall of Fame?
The Hall of Fame is hallowed ground. It's not for good players. It's not for great players. It's for iconic players who did something in their careers as an individual or as a team or as a contributor or as a coach. I was there Friday night with Amari, with our Olympic team, with Paul Pierce, with so many of these incredible players that got inducted. And there's so much gratitude and humility. I mean, we might have had all this, kind of, let me tell you how great I am in our careers. There, you humble yourself because you're in a building with Jordan and Barkley and Bill Russell, and it's really kind of cool. And it's nice to see the respect, that the new class has such respect for the Hall of Famers, and we are one as a family. So Amari and I have been great friends. When I was down in Phoenix playing for the Mercury in the W the first year, and Amari and I got to be friends. He is such a daddy. I mean, he walked around with his little son right here the whole time, and it gave me chills to see the man that he has developed, matured into. But make no mistake, he was one of the great power forwards. You remember that 7 seconds or less, right, with Mike D'Antoni?
Yeah.
Him and Joe Johnson and Steve Nash, and
Mm-hmm.
those guys were unbelievable. The only thing he didn't win was a title.
Those guys, you're talking about beat some really good teams in a really strong Western Conference back then too.
Well, it's interesting because he played in the first year of the BIG3. I mean, Ice Cube didn't mess around in the first year. I think it was 2017. I mean, he had Corey Maggette, he had Amari Stoudemire, he had Allen
Mm-hmm.
Iverson, Mike Bibby, Baron Davis, Birdman, Quentin Richardson. I can go on and on with the studs that were in this. Carlos Boozer. I mean, this thing started with pretty big names, and he's playing in the celebrity game, the All-Star game, by the way. He's going to be playing with Patrick Beverly. So a lot of these guys, it comes full circle. I'm hoping Spencer Dinwiddie plays, former NBA guys playing against current BIG3 guys. I think that would be a great matchup beyond the championship game with Dallas Power and the Ball Hogs.
And Spencer Dinwiddie, I believe, former Hornet, if I'm going to make the Charlotte connection there. So
Yeah, and he played here in Dallas, so I do a lot of stuff for the Mavs TV and whatnot. But Spencer is a heck of a player, and he played for the Nets, right, Brooklyn.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's been around the league. He's still very gifted. He's got NBA talent, and I hope somebody picks him up.
I do want to ask before I get you out of here. You've been so gracious with your time. So many storylines regarding the WNBA. So many things happening with the WNBA. And I'm thinking about strictly on the court. I mean, obviously, this is Asia Wilson country here, Columbia, South Carolina, not far away. We love it. And we have a Gamecock, my producer, Carlene, sitting right in front of me. She's a Gamecock, so she's clapping right now. But I think about Kelsey Mitchell, the Fever. I'm thinking about Olivia Miles, who, I mean, there were questions about her shooting, but, I mean, she is just playing out of her mind. I guess what I'm asking is, as we inch towards the playoffs, who are the contenders? Who are the pretenders?
Well, Olivia is going to be in the MVP voting, by the way, because the Lynx are number one in the league right now, and the Valkyries, second year in the league, Golden State, they're towards the top. The Fever, Kelsey Mitchell is continuing to break records with her plus 20 points a game. I don't know, is this 18, 19, 20 games now? She's having the best year of her career, and she plays with Aaliyah Boston, who's a star, and of course Caitlin Clark, who is epic in what she's done as well. They have a great core. The Aces, don't sleep on the Aces. The best player in the world is Asia Wilson right now,
Mm-hmm.
and has been, by the way. 4 MVPs, 3 championships, some gold medals to go with that. I just love her game and the effect that she has on her players. But right now, like Fee coming back, Nafisha Collier, and then what Olivia has done. Olivia is appointment TV. We used to say that, about Caitlin Clark, which is still the truth. But Olivia Miles, she coached with me and my son TJ 2 years ago in the Under Armour 24, Elite 24, high school kids going into college. And you could just see her IQ and her calm. She has EQ, emotional intelligence, but she has IQ, which is intellectual intelligence. But she plays at her pace, kind of like Luca or Diana Taurasi. The great ones play at their pace. And that's what Olivia Miles has done. And the only reason, like, without flexing on you, you probably didn't see enough of her to know what a great shooter she was. But I appreciate the fact that so many people right now are catching the W and seeing the enormous talent. And I could roll some other names out, but it would take your entire show. So ratings are up, attendance is up, merch is up, just the worldwide recognition. There's not a women's league in the world that has more favorability as far as growing the league, the attendance. Now, with this new collective bargaining agreement, the 2.2 billion media rights deal, which makes everybody whole, and now has affected payroll. So this, if you've signed your contract now, basically you're a millionaire. So get a tax attorney, because you're in the 40% tax bracket, and I'm very happy to have you as a sister in that.
One last follow-up to that. NBA is about a face of the league, right? WNBA is so much talent. I mean, can there be more than one face of that league?
Well, there's always a face of the league. Did you ask that question when I don't even know how old you are, but were you asking that question when Michael Jordan was the face of the NBA? Did you ask that when Tiger Woods was the face of PGA golf? You know what? Caitlin Clark has extraordinary numbers. I know where we're going with this. But Angel Reese has had extraordinary numbers in what she does. But the economics, the ones that make you stinking millionaires, some people move the needle more than others. And that's not a hater's game. I went through that in the 80s, where I had 99.9% of all the love and the attention, and people thought I was the best player in the world. Being singular isn't always great. Being Jackie Robinson, you need more to come after Jackie Robinson. If you have one person who breaks a barrier, and you can't clap and go, okay, yeah, we're really happy. No, now you have to have more of it has to keep coming. Caitlin Clark is, whether you like her or not, however you want to qualify it, is the economic engine of this league. And we shouldn't hate on her because, high tides lifts all ships. And if I can make somebody help make somebody a millionaire, then I've done my job. And we shouldn't hate each other. And you know the unwritten rule in men's sports: don't get into my pocket, don't get into my money. It's none of your business. We right now have a little propensity of, well, she has a shoe and this one has a shoe. Asia has the most coolest shoe that I know. Kelsey Plum has a shoe. Stewie has a shoe. This is called growth. And in growth, you're going to have some bumps in the road, because this is new for women in business of sports. People who win the lottery usually lose their money within 2 years because they're not understanding or capable of managing that. People that start their own business, those businesses fold after, by and large, a couple years, because you really don't know what or how to do it. We're in a phase of the WNBA where we've never had before. And these young women are, I celebrate them. I don't tolerate them. I was an unpaid pioneer. They're paid pioneers. There's a 2-year-old that none of us know. And in 20 years, that little girl's going to be making $15-20 million a year. Not Asia, not Nancy, not Tarasi, not Nafisa, not John Cole Jones, a little girl who we don't know. And that is called growing your sport for long-term success and sustainability. We got to stop fighting with each other. We must.
Well said. Well said. And again, exciting things happening in WNBA. But also, before we even get to the playoffs, but in WNBA playoffs, exciting things with the Big Three. Big Three championship, All-Star game. Nancy Lieberman, Hall of Famer, here on the show. Thank you for your time.
Thank you. Let me just say this about Ice Cube. I left the NBA when my mom got sick. This man picked up the phone and called me. I did not know him. I didn't know whether to call him Mr. Cube or Mr. Ice. And, he says, I'm sitting in a room with people that predominantly look like me. And he's a man of equality and opportunity. I am who I am in my world. And I've been at this for decades. He gave me an opportunity, and my give back to him was Power winning the championship. I wanted to say thank you to him for what he did for me. From day one, I was the highest paid coach in the league. No matter Dr. J, George Gervin, Michael Cooper, Gary Payton, Rick Mahorn, Rick Barry, he made me the highest paid coach. I had equality. When I received the Ice Cube Impact Award Friday night at the Naismith Basketball Hall of Fame, in front of the entire, class of 2026, and Adam Silver and all these other people, this is why I'm here. This is special. Ice Cube is epic in every way of life. This man has changed more players' lives because of his love for this game of basketball. That's why I'm 8 years in right now. I work for a Black-owned business, and I couldn't be happier. And I will do anything in my power to continue to be a part of and promote the Big Three, because of who Jeff Quantinence is, his co-owner, and Ice Cube. They're doing it the right way, and it's an honor and a privilege to work for him.
And giving us a shot to see some of our favorite players continue to play from over the years. Man, yeah. And that's why so many people, I promise you, so many people are excited about this weekend, All-Star Game, championship. Good luck to you and your squad. We'll be rooting for you here.
Thank you so much. Let me just finish this. When Cube walked on stage with me Friday night to give me his Ice Cube Impact Award, there is a huge exhibit in the Basketball Hall of Fame. How many people would have thought a rapper would have an exhibit in the Naismith Basketball Hall of Fame for what Cube's done for so many? When he gave me his award, it gave me chills, because it shows you what he's done for so many people. And it was a great honor to be there with him. He walked on stage and you could hear people gasping. They couldn't believe Ice Cube was on stage, and all these Hall of Famers are here. There's one on one, and it's Ice Cube.
Nancy Lieberman, thank you for your time.
Thank you.